Hey, Nick. Frank referred to you as fearless and said that you don't get tied up mentally or emotionally with failure. I wondered what your sort of reaction to that assessment was. And as you reflect on your journey, is that something, when did you know you had that?
I think that's more just life. The book of James in the Bible talks about trials. And if you read it, finding joy within trials, I think so many times as people, we think when we have a bad game or a bad moment or something like the world is against us. And that's not really the case. And I've said it over and over again that the tough times have really, they're not fun, but they equip you for what's ahead as long as you approach it with the right heart. Definitely not easy, but I think what Frank's trying to say is I've been very blessed throughout my life whenever I've had tough times or had trials to not only have my faith there to grow from, but to have people like Frank and other people to lift me up and be there for me. And I can do that for others as well. And that's really why I play the game is you get an opportunity to instill confidence and calmness with your teammates and your coaches in a chaotic moment. And that's just something throughout the years, going through trials, going through tough times, and that is just equipped. And, it's never fun to go through those tough times, but it's a big reason while stepping in those moments that I just don't worry about it too much. I just go out there and be fearless as much as I can be.
And leisure.
Nick, when Matt has talked about you over the last however many months you've been here, he's talked a lot about what you've learned from the good and the bad of your career. How did you process or react to some of the times that it didn't go like you wanted, like with the Rams or when things didn't work out in Philly the first time or Jacksonville? How did you process that?
It goes along the lines of, previous answer where I was just talking about trials. And I ultimately knew through those times that God was doing something inside me that was more than the game of football. It was as a human being. It was a trial I had to go through. And, like I said, like you said, like St. Louis, being traded from Philadelphia, even this last year in Jacksonville, they're definitely bright spots within those years. Absolutely. But all in all, as a vocation, it was a lot of trials. And just understanding who I am as a person and not letting my identity be framed in, how many yards I throw for, how many touchdowns I throw for, or even winning the Super Bowl. That's been a huge part of my life and career is not holding tight to those things. Like I don't hold tight to the Lombardi trophy. I want the, success to be a byproduct of the little things each and every day, instilling into people's lives, using this as a platform to, help different people and different things. And then the byproduct of that is I can step on the field and be a lot more free than if I put everything on a pedestal. It's just shown throughout my career in my life. There's been more of a peace at going to work. There's still a lot of things that go on, and it is, at times a stressful situation. But the key is just learning how to alleviate stress by understanding that what I do is to glorify God first and foremost, and not myself. And that helps me when I'm thrust into crazy situations.